Yeah.
Oh, cheers, everyone.
Just having a couple of beers.
Cheers to beers, folks. Welcome to
Three dudes.
Welcome to Characters Welcome, the best goddamn character show on this side of the rectangles, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm also concerned.
Yeah, I mean, everyone should be concerned with things that I say and do at all times.
How far are you concerned? I guess is my question. As far as you're concerned, how far is that? Is that measured in meters?
Concerning what?
Just the show. Look at this.
Whoa.
Well, we got some fun stuff. Meters and balls.
Let's welcome to the show, Woody Fu. Woody, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm drinking an Asahi Super Dry. Bought this at my local bodega. I like it because it's funny because it says dry, and you're like, it's a liquid. How can liquids be dry?
How can liquids be dry? That doesn't make sense. And we already have a comment coming in from Eugene. Eugene, thanks for watching. Let's see that comment. Eugene says, shut the fuck up. Thank you, Eugene.
Sorry. It's good that Eugene didn't specify who they were talking to. Could have been you, Eric. It could have been you, Justin.
That's my AA sponsor, and I shouldn't have invited him when we were doing beers. He's really mad at me now.
He is upset. Hiding behind an Elmo picture. You coward, Eugene. We love you.
Yeah. The only one who can hide behind Elmo is the puppeteer.
My hand is, fans of the show will know that I was playing adult co-ed softball, fractured it, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot going on there. At any rate, I didn't make friends in my over 30 adult softball league. Instead, I made a broken bone, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's other big news for me. Friend. That's true. It counts as a friend.
No.
Oh, God. But my other big news, folks, is that I got the booster shot today.
Yes, look at this guy. He's boosted. Look at him. Look at that energy coming off.
I told him, plug me into the same arm that's busted up. Let's really fuck this side up.
You're gonna Popeye that shit during the show.
Plug me in. Yeah.
Wait, doesn't that mean that your tomorrow will be totally boned? Aren't you gonna be like in bed and dying tomorrow?
If what happens tomorrow is what happened last time, yes, I was so fucked, and I texted my neighbor if they could bring me a Gatorade and leave it outside my door last time. This time, I bought myself 2 Gatorades. So an actor prepares.
Education, that's great. The shot is teaching you. You're learning.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm medium nervous because I also I have a date tomorrow night. So,
I feel like we're being very frivolous with this confetti.
It's funny you say that. That's often my same comment. I'm like, is this a confetti event? I don't think so.
Yeah.
The secret is it's our only graphic.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We don't have any. Do it up. Oh, look, we have that.
True. Fantastic. Hard to drop that very often.
Fantastic. We got a comment from Tanner. Your tomorrow will be totally boned. A novel by Woody Fu. Woody, have you ever thought about writing? You know what? Woody did read me a novel one time. Let me get ahead of this. I cat sit for Woody one time, and that was the last time Woody wrote a novel.
Oh, right. Because because I love my cat very much, and I wrote an elaborate Google Drive document that detailed in like excruciating, like neurotic detail what to do in every possible event.
And let me tell y'all, I have cat sat a lot around town. I'm no stranger to cat.
Famous.
I know that a cute little thing you could do is like send a little picture of the cat eating and be like, everything's okay, which I did for Woody. And Woody texted me back and was like, are you feeding the cat lunch? And I texted back, yes, I am. Then I got a phone call from Woody. And apparently I was feeding the cat lunch 2 hours early. So we had to put the food inside a timer.
Because you blew it?
Yeah.
Because I fed the cat 2 hours early.
Because Eric didn't follow the explicit directions in the insane Google Drive document that I mocked.
I think I remember saying, Woody, I love you so much, man. This is a cat.
No, you understand because it's also like I will get the picture and I'll show my girlfriend. And then like we get in like this neurotic back and forth where it's like, well, it's 2 hours off, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's true. And she's like, and so then we both work ourselves into a frenzy. And then in that case, Eric, you are clearly, the punching bag. It's like it falls on you at that point.
I've never known anyone who's been thrown out of the cat sitting game and replaced by a robot.
Can you believe it? I had to put it inside a robot for 2 hours because the cat couldn't possibly handle eating 2 hours early.
And guess what?
Wow.
Cat's still alive. Cat's happy. Cat's still alive.
You're
So
welcome.
who knows who was right? Who can claim who was right and who was wrong?
Woody saved this cat. Wait till if you guys have children. A lot of those rules go out the old window when it comes to timing on food and just life across all fronts.
Oh boy. Folks, if you're here and you're like, when will these men stop talking? It's now. We have a character show for you. You're about to see a showcase of some of the best and brightest around the globe, but mostly in Brooklyn. Character performers. It's really just going to be a dream and a half. And if you don't know what a character is, let us show you what that is by introducing our first guest. Are they ready, Justin?
I think so. Let me just check with them. And I think they're ready. Yeah.
Great. I'm really excited to introduce this first guest. It's a little late because Halloween happened last week.
Hey,
but
you never know if that's part of the premise, though, do you?
Oh, no.
Do you?
Did I blow it? Please welcome to the Rectangles, a demon inside a creepy doll. Oh!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen.
Hey. No, wait, no. I'm not trying to stab you. No, not right now. I keep forgetting that I have this very large knife in my hand. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait a tick. You're that doll that's been terrorizing my family for the last several weeks. I think you killed the mailman. And yes, I did kill the mailman. But what's the big deal? That mailman just brings you bills and copies of Entertainment Weekly trying to make Timothy Chalamet a thing. And spoiler, Chalamet's a ghost. If you don't know that, you're not paying attention. My point is, I'm sorry. I know I've been kind of a dick lately, so I wanted to come clean. I'm not just a random Victorian doll that you found in your attic. I'm a demon. Big surprise. I'm the demon Naznaz of the Nether Ring, second lieutenant in the Devil's Bunghole Army. I don't want to get into the politics of hell, but no joke. We watch Your Earth politics, and that's where we get ideas on how to be total shitheads. Oh, and spoiler, Mitt Romney's a ghost. You think someone that ridiculous is alive? Come on, pay attention. He's the ghost of a Victorian horse. Check it out. Watch the tape. The point is, in hell, I'm a big deal. So I was like, okay, Naznaz, let's shake it up this year. Let's creep out this family, drag their souls to hell, get a promotion, and you could be running the Devil's Bunghole in a couple years. So I possess this doll, and at first it's great. I just sit on the shelf, move my eyes a little bit, because dolls aren't supposed to do that. Very scary. Then I run around a little bit, show up in your bedroom, slash your tires, kill the pool guy. Right, I should say. The reason your pool's dirty is because I killed the pool guy. It was very easy. He was very high. He almost drowned himself. Anyway, Halloween's over, and here's the thing. I can't get out of this doll. I'm stuck here. Do you know any demon unpossessing tricks? Because down in hell, we spend a lot of time talking about the front end of possession, and we don't focus on leaving the tiny ceramic bodies that we inhabit. So, I don't know, maybe shake me a little bit, or do you know a fucked up priest with a drinking problem who dabbles in the dark magics who might know what's up? I mean, it's not a huge rush. I've actually been enjoying tea time, pretending to go bang bang in my little diaper. Getting to know your other toys. Actually, you should know a lot of your toys are possessed by demons. The He-Man figures, all demons. Barbie, huge demon. Elsa, demon. Lincoln Logs, surprisingly, all demons. That Chris Pratt bobblehead on your desk, demon. And spoiler, the actual Chris Pratt, that's the devil himself, ironically. With his Christian background. You think a guy's going to be the voice of Mario and Garfield and not be up to something pure evil? Come on, pay attention. Sorry, I know you've been staring at me in abject horror for the last couple minutes. I just wanted to lay all my cards on the table. Let me know if you hear of a way to get me out of hell, and I'm ready for my baba and nap. Oh, and I just killed your nosy neighbor in the bucket hat. It's not a big deal.
Yes. Finally, somebody said something about this Chris Pratt guy.
Yeah, it's time for a takedown.
Finally, time for a take. I'm excited that I'm happy that Garfield is back in the news because I get to resurface a tweet of mine that led me to be invited to.
Are we talking about resurfacing your tweets already in the show? We must have gone off script.
Oh my God! Oh, sorry. No, let's talk about your piece.
No. Go.
I want to know about this Garfield tweet now.
Yeah.
I tweeted. I tweeted a screenshot of a single frame of a Garfield comic where Garfield runs under John Arbuckle's legs and he bends himself over and looks under his legs at Garfield. And what I tweeted was, "This is definitive proof that John Arbuckle can suck his own dick." And I was invited onto a Garfield podcast to defend myself. And that was which I was supposed to do the week of quarantine, and it got canceled. And so I've never been able to defend my position that I think John Arbuckle self sucks.
Let me ask you a couple questions about that. A Garfield podcast. This is a pro Garfield cartoon comic strip podcast.
I believe it's a podcast about all things Garfield and Garfield related, which means they're probably having themselves a field day with this Chris Pratt stuff. They're fucking. This is the most news they've ever had in the cycle.
How did they find out about your tweet? Did you go viral or something?
I would assume that they word search on Twitter the words Garfield, John Arbuckle, and self-suck. and whichever one comes up, they have them.
Yeah. Holy shit! All my Google alerts are hitting at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I'm gonna see if I can find the tweet. I'm gonna find the tweet and I'm gonna give it to Jorge so that Jorge can.
Honestly, I think I get it. I'm not missing out on.
I don't need the visual to sell the idea. I got it.
Yeah, I think I got that part. I'm more curious about the Garfield podcast and if you could get back in touch with these folks to really get on the airwaves.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I should follow up with them. Because, and here was what my argument was going to be. It's a two-part argument. One part is, can John Arbuckle suck his own dick? And the answer to that is yes, because the image proves that. The second part is John Arbuckle the kind of guy that would try to suck his own dick? And I believe the answer to that is also yes. And I have proof to back it up.
It's crazy that we've become a Garfield podcast. Do you, I mean, he is a loner who spends almost all of his time talking to his cat. And
Loner spends almost all of his time talking about his cat. Here's the other big thing is that there's a very famous strip now where he accidentally drinks dog cum. He's at the vet office.
What?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Jim Davis, famously not super interested in dog cum.
I swear to God, he's drinking out of a mug, and maybe it's not cum, maybe it's piss.
Yeah, it's probably something else. It's probably not dog cum.
He's flirting with the veterinarian, and he drinks out of a mug, and he says something like, "This is good. What is this?" And she says like either urine samples or something like that, and he spits it all out. And so he is somebody that would drink bodily fluid. So I think he would eat his own cum. This is it. Look, have a cup of coffee, John. My thanks. Congratulations. You're going to give birth to a fine litter of puppies. It is cum.
Oh my God, it is cum.
He drinks dog cum. I told you.
That's crazy in a lot of ways.
We should actually invite the people from the Garfield podcast onto Characters Welcome to discuss this.
This is huge.
We just cracked it open.
Wow.
I can't believe. I can't believe we're breaking news right now.
You write 70 jillion strips about Garfield. You know what I mean? Eventually, you're going to run out of ideas, and you're like, "What else? What else can happen to this guy and his cat?"
It's like that famous saying that if 1 million monkeys are typing on typewriters, eventually one of them will write about dog cum.
Eventually, one of them will
replicate the works of dog cum drinking.
Oh my God!
Horrifying. You brought the whole room down, Eric.
I bet you guys have eggs on your face, huh?
Yep, it's definitely egg. A lot of people in the comments sounding off on why are you talking about this? Though I do like there's a comment from Stevie. You guys love talking shit about Shrek, and that is 100% true of everyone on this right now. And then he spent 15 minutes talking about Garfield. That's 100% correct.
Yeah, and
we all hate Shrek. What?
We're huge Shrek fans. Shrek, I don't think can self-suck. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No.
But
You say that like it's a virtue for that that children's character.
Right. You
So
say
one
that with
line
a
you
tinge
won't
of
cross.
jealousy.
Yeah. All right. I guess we should move on.
You act like you're like, I know my TED Talk's technically over, but I have so much more to say, but I guess we should move on. Shall we move on to our next character?
Yes.
Nice. Great. Great. Very excited. I mean, I come from upstate New York, a region full of crafts people, a huge Amish population that no one talks about. So I'm very excited to meet this next guest. Please welcome out a furniture maker.
Whoa!
Hey y'all, good morning and welcome to the Crumpler Farmers Market. Thanks for stopping by my booth. I am Beth. I'm a furniture maker. Now, all my pieces are made to order, so I'm just going to show y'all some pictures of what I can do and what I can make. I rented a printer so I can print off pictures for y'all. Now, I first got the idea to start making furniture when my husband's girlfriend threw a chair at me, and it broke real easy. And as I was rage walking through the woods after that, I thought, well, shit, I could make a better chair. So yeah, all my pieces are made here in my workshop. There it is.
Wow.
You know, sometimes I use some of those tools, and then y'all, sometimes I just use my bare hands because I want to feel something break and give way in my bare hands. Like, yeah, this is it. That's a banister that I made from a, yeah, hey guys, from this is from a couple out in Charlotte I made for them. Now, I got the idea to make this because my ex-husband and I, we were on acid. And I thought he was a bear trying to rob me. So I threw him into our banister as hard as I could, and the banister broke. And as I was running through the woods, and I saw the sticks, they were all crisscrossed, and I thought, shit, are those snakes? And it was just a really cool, it was a really cool design. Yeah, so the next one I've got was let's see here. Now, yeah, that's it. This is a dartboard thing I made. This is for a guy. I made this after one night when me and my ex-husband, we were in our Quaalude phase, and we would just take a Quaalude, throw a dart. Take a Quaalude, throw a dart. And we were trying to see how many Quaaludes we could take before we couldn't throw a dart anymore. And shit, I woke up, y'all. Sorry, I know you got kids here. And it looked like a little mouse had taken a mouse-sized gun and shot a bunch of bullets into the wall. And there's just, I thought, well, shit, no one wants, mouse-sized bullet holes in their wall. So I made a board for it. And I bet if you were like playing darts and you got like into a blind ass rage, you tried to break the board over somebody's head, I guarantee it wouldn't break unless you knew karate, This next one is this is a table. Yeah, I love this. This piece is super special, y'all. Look at that. It's got loads of wood. So I got the idea to make this because one night my ex-husband and I, we were we were in our cocaine phase, and we were like, let's shoot each other. That would be so funny. And so we were shooting each other, and of course we were bleeding everywhere, and we were like, well, shit. And we got on this little table we had, and there was not enough for two of us to both be on there. We'll try to get the bullet holes out. So I thought, well, shit, two people should be able to get on a table and get bullet holes out. Anyway, I sell these to a lot of families. This is from a ex-husband's property, and I get a lot of my ideas and a lot of my pieces from his property. I walk around there when he's not home, and I take stuff. I take a lot of stuff. I take whatever I want. Anyway, I think I'm gonna use some of those piles, y'all. I'm gonna make make a cage. Probably like a 6x6, fit like a 5'7", 195-pound blonde, brown, like bear. A bear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it was not her real hair. It was not her real hair.
That was a wig?
It was someone else's real hair.
Yeah, it was,
like all
it
wigs.
was someone else's.
Wow, can you believe it?
Aaron Bartley, everybody. Great stuff. Really takes me back.
Yeah. Did you feel like you're in upstate New York or North Carolina?
I did. We just in upstate New York, we know the height and weight of every bear in the region. Just
5'7",
like
195 pounds.
That's it.
Yeah.
Aaron, I don't know if you remember the first time I met you, we were working on a pilot for CMT. Truly, like 12 years ago, you came in and did a great job on this random performance. Role.
I remember that.
What was it for? Say it again.
It was a sketch show for country music television.
A sketch show for country music television?
And I played someone obsessed with Tom Cruise, right?
I honestly don't remember, but yes. And I feel like I remember I was off camera. You had to shout at me a couple times, but it was something in that world. Yes, for sure.
Cool. Great. Cool.
Did it get produced? Did you make the pilot?
We made the pilot. That's why Aaron performed in it. And,
oh my God.
We made the pilot. And then afterwards they were like, oh, we don't actually do this or want this at all. I know we paid for it, but this is not what we do. We were like, yep. Thank you for your time.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. I have memories of that day of I just was still in that stage of my career where I was like, I'll do anything, and I don't even have an attachment to anything because isn't this all so great? And now I'm glad that I didn't have the attachment to, is this going to get picked up or not?
Oh, dear God, yes. You were so good, though. Everyone loved your spot.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, in the chats. And now CMT is all sketch comedy. Y'all were
That's
just
true.
ahead of your
ahead of the time. Yeah.
F them.
What a shame. What have you been up to lately? Have you been doing anything else for country music television?
I've been doing a lot of stuff for CMT. I'm a stand-in for Carrie Underwood.
Wow.
Busy. That's busy.
Super busy. Now I do stuff with the foundation. Mm-hmm. We have shows. Those are so fun. That's kind of what I've been up to.
That's exciting. That's fun.
Yeah, and I saw Eric. You performed in my last show.
That's true.
That was very funny.
Yes, that's true. We had a really fun,
my last show.
Yeah, it was a really fun show. We performed at Caveat.
Caveat.
Did a set.
Oh, Caveat.
Caveat.
Heard of it?
Heard of it? Only the serious actors say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all had a bunch of really funny sketches.
Yeah.
I love that. You know what you don't see too much is indie sketch teams out on the circuit hustling. You know what I mean?
That used to be such a thing, and then something changed, and then that just wasn't a thing. And hopefully they'll come back. I feel like that was such a much more active time in the New York comedy community when there were sketch teams making stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the foundation is, I think I can say this because I think it reflects a lot on the writers, is that it's a super good team, and they're so funny.
That's great.
Those writers are amazing.
Yeah.
I wonder if SNL picking up a sketch team this year is going to make more people want to do that.
Go see.
It's going to make more people want to be the children of people who write for SNL.
Yeah.
I would say that's definitely happening.
Yeah, I saw those guys perform at an indie show. I was like, oh, they're good.
Oh
yeah.
No!
I was like, these are good. And then a couple weeks later, I was like, who? And then I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Those guys, those boys.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, they must be new to the scene.
Yeah.
They were.
They were. Very new.
how it goes. But yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to see that stuff. Does the foundation have any? Do you have any shows of your own that you're producing?
In my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Especially, I just started a new assistant job, so you can imagine the stuff I'm producing
In your head at all times.
Wow.
Super good.
The ultimate stage.
It's fun. Do you have anything else you want to plug?
I got a new dog a couple months ago. Would you like to see her?
Yes.
Yes.
That's
I'll
our
go get
dog
her.
confetti.
Okay, bye. Wait, we might have time. Jorge, check your email because there should be a picture of John Arbuckle very close to his own genitalia.
You say that a lot.
Almost too much.
Oh,
Wow.
goodness.
When you
Hello.
pointed next to you and there was nothing there, I was like, how big is this dog?
Clifford. Her dog's Clifford.
Garfield-sized monster.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's Pearl.
so cute. So cute. Thank you for plugging your dog, and thank you so much for being on the show. And
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
yeah, everybody look out for some more.
Great to
stuff
see
on
you.
Foundation. All right, see ya.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was very fun.
So fun.
Her dog's very cute.
Well, one of the things we do on this show is we ask you to support your artists out here. So please send us some cash so everyone can have their own dog, giant dog, and a person who carries it on camera for you. You can hit us up at our Characters Welcome Venmo. It's a business Venmo on Venmo. So go to Venmo and find the business called Characters Welcome. I want to shout out someone who just donated to the show. You could have your name said by one of us or more of us. Tanner Dolan threw in some bucks.
Tanner,
Shouts to
thank you so
Tanner.
much for those bucks.
Thank you.
Tanner, tonight we drink to you. Thank you, Tanner.
Tonight we drink to Tanner. A blackened Tanner is what I'm having tonight.
An Asahi Super Dry Tanner.
I'm drinking a mistake beer with the label upside down.
Oh.
Nice.
Very cool.
It actually makes you sober the more you drink it.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Well,
Every day
nice.
I wake up drunk and I drink myself sober.
Yo, put that in Woody's novel that he's writing. That's a good line. That's a good line.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Wait, Jorge has 2 images. Show. Let's see Woody's cat.
Yeah, let's see the cat first.
Oh,
Wow.
that looks like a
Look at
cat.
that cat.
Lunch. That
Look
eats
at
lunch
that
at 2
cat.
p.m. and not a minute earlier.
Yeah, that cat's
Looks
been eating
like-
lunch early and late, if I may throw
My
it out.
cat is like an old Italian man. I think we can all agree.
Wow. And speaking of old Italian men, let's throw up that John Arbuckle picture.
Mhm.
There it is. See?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look how it makes you.
It proves
love
it,
it.
right?
I
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does definitively prove it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that or think about it, but it's the proof is
It
irrefutable.
proves it. And slowly I will have more. I'm continuing to gather information.
Right.
I'm going to make a case about this.
Yes. The Supreme Court is hearing Eric Feurer's case against Jim Davis.
I'm going to make the Jim Davis estate admit to this shit.
Is he? He's dead.
Um.
Jim Davis.
Oh, I don't care. I don't know. He might be alive, but I'm more interested in his estate.
Oh, part
Right.
of this plan is to kill him and then
Yeah.
steal.
Stevie, very
Eric-
kind. Eric, I'd love to study you in a lab to figure out why your brain works this way. I don't think it's unusual to see that image and the first thing you think of is that dude gives himself rim jobs. I don't think that that's unusual. That's just me personally.
Yeah, I mean, you go through all of the Sunday funnies looking for self sucks. You know, they're like
I'm peeping, and you know what's
Yeah.
next on my list is freaking Marmaduke,
Dagwood from Blondie.
Marmaduke, Dagwood, and fucking Dilbert. No, not Dilbert, but Scott Adams. I think Scott Adams.
Oh, Scott Adams,
Creator of
100 P.
that's way more likely.
Yeah, that guy's
Way more
horrible,
likely.
right? Isn't he?
That guy
Very
is.
not
Yeah.
a good person.
Yeah.
Famously, great.
It's so weird to think that like such a bad person produced also such bad content. Like by far the least funny comic strip is Dilbert by leaps and bounds.
I don't know. I think when I was like in middle school, I was like, this is some really cutting edge dark stuff. Like he's really going after these people and sticking it to them. And then I think as I became an adult, I was like, this is obviously terrible.
Well, it was. out of all of the comic strips that have been popular over the years, they made that into an animated television show. Like it was a wildly successful.
Yeah.
The
Well,
time
because it
slipped
was
up.
because it was new. It's like every other comic strip was like from the 50s about like Beetle Bailey, Dagwood. It's all like World War II shit. Like there was no.
Yeah.
It's so dated. So there's like office life in the 80s and 90s.
Well,
like,
yeah,
whoa.
I was gonna say it's the only comic that dares to ask you on a Sunday, "Hey, remember Monday?" It's like what a horrible concept. That's terrible.
And in that way, it's very punk rock.
I guess it is punk rock. You're right. Scott Adams is on my people not to hurt this. That's cool.
Shall we welcome out our next character?
I think so.
What do you say, lads?
I think so.
We've
all been here, folks. We've all had those wild flings, over the ocean, and it's tough to say goodbye. So let's welcome to the Rectangles the American you fell in love with that summer in Europe.
Ooh.
All right, my train's almost here. Julie, I wish I didn't have to go. I knew I was going to have to leave Europe behind, but I didn't realize I was going to be leaving my soulmate behind too. Sounds kind of corny, but I guess I'm just weird like that. Listen, I'll be back here on this train platform in 6 months. Don't cry. I know we haven't spent an hour apart since we both reached for the same Madeleine at the boulangerie. So I wanted to leave you with something that that I think is going to make it a little easier. Have you ever heard of ethical nomination? My turn. Still me. God, you're so beautiful when you're listening. Look. I know what you're thinking. There are guys who kind of get into this because it's their most authentic way to be themselves. And there are other guys who get into this because they do not have any boundaries. But trust me, I'm the first kind of guy. If I'm ethically non-monogamous, then why haven't I brought it up already? That's a good point. I do love to bring it up. But I wouldn't really describe myself as like a polyamorous guy. There's lots of polyamorous guys who I'm sure are all good people, but I'm more of a guy whose whole personality is being a polyamorous guy, which means that I must be a really good person. Excuse me, mademoiselle. You dropped your cigarettes. Yeah, you can learn a lot about a woman from her preferred brand of cigarettes, so I wouldn't be surprised. What? I'm being ethical about it. Not communicating with you. What are you talking about? You're standing right here. Use your goddamn French eyeballs. Sorry, I thought this was normal here. To be honest, that's kind of why I came to France. I thought as a French, you'd be totally cool with this, but now you're behaving just like my jerk American wife. What? This is me communicating. Okay, look, this is my train. I gotta go. Hey, tell you what. If by the time I come back here in 6 months, you are not absolutely wah-wah for the concept of polyamory, I promise, I'll make you think you're crazy.
Yes, Graham Techler, everyone.
Graham Techler.
Madame Musewell.
Hi,
Madame Musewell. I love you took a moment to be like, why did I say that?
Damn, I goofed that. That's so funny. What a great little piece.
Thanks,
really
dude.
Is that I've never even is the ethical slut about being ethically non-monogamous?
It is. I haven't read it, but
okay. Well, the pages there are looking a little worn.
It is an owned copy that belongs to my roommate, who I borrowed. I have to text them every time I do this character, being like, "Hey, can I grab your copy of the ethical slut?" They're like, "Yeah."
It's a thick book for something that seems pretty ezy to explain. I
don't know. Like, you start with part 1, which is welcome.
Welcome to all the world. And the point of it basically is like, as long as you tell everybody you're fucking around, It's fine.
I think that's basically it. You know, I don't really know. You know, the funny thing is, this character is an unprovoked attack. I have no beef with the ethical slut community at all. Yeah, so I don't know where this is coming from,
but let me shout out that I do think there's a very particular type of person that goes to Europe, say as a young student, and is like, I'm gonna fuck around and I'm gonna do it because I love ideas. And it's like, I feel like you're just trying to fuck around.
And this guy sucks, and he dresses exactly like I do.
Did you, Graham, study abroad in Europe ever?
No, I never did. Although I went on a choir trip to Italy when I was 15 years old, but did not go around that much or at all while I was there.
Wow.
Italian women like nothing more than a 15-year-old choir boy from America.
Let me ask, did you visit the Vatican?
I think, well, Eric.
What?
No, I spent most of the time in the hotel room watching a cartoon called Lo Amaurogno I Suoi Fantastici Amici, which is the Italian dub of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I spent the entire time in the hotel room watching Spider-Man. So no, we didn't have that much sex in Italy in 2010.
That's tough. You know, it's never too late to go travel, though. You know.
No.
That's a good point.
It's never too late to go.
Eric, you sound like you're slipping into an ad read right now.
Yeah.
It's never too late to travel, and I never travel anywhere without
my.
Oh boy, Graham, how you been? What have you been up to? You're doing a lot of fun stuff lately, right?
Yeah, I'm grabbing drinks with someone later tonight and had to text them that I was going to be 15 minutes late because you guys wouldn't stop talking about John Arbuckle sucking.
Oh, good. Glad we have that. Apologies, but I feel like that's an excuse that you and all of us real performers really give a lot for events.
Yeah, listen, if they don't understand that excuse, then
I mean, I don't know what the context of this meeting is, but I think that's a really good icebreaker is to chat about John Arbuckle's.
A good icebreaker where you could pull up the show on my iPhone and just be like, no, we'll just watch.
No, watch.
And honestly, bring him into the stream. We could have a whole just catch up real quick about the whole thing.
That would be fun.
I don't think
that would be fun.
I think that would go over well.
It's Scott Adams, isn't it? You're meeting Scott Adams.
I'm meeting Scott Adams. I life's good. It's getting crisp and fall out, and I can finally start dressing the way I like to dress, and that's
Let me ask you: are you going to slip out the door right now in your character outfit?
I got no time to change, so I guess.
Yes. You little ethical.
I mean, this is literally, this is exactly, I'm wearing an identical outfit. I often find myself doing characters who are sort of scumbags and being like, all right, what in my closet is going to be like the best thing for this, and having it be like not that hard to find.
And then you're looking in your closet and you look down, and you're like, oh, it's everything I'm wearing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I am this scumbag. Well, we don't want to hold you up. Go get out there.
Oh, no. I'm just busting balls. I got plenty of time.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
But thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Do you have anything you want to promote? Do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, The Ethical Slut by Janet W. Hardy is available in bookstores wherever books are sold. And yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want.
Follow Graham on Twitter. The A's are 8s, the E's are 3s.
Yep, ready for the robot overlords that will eventually overtake us.
Listen, they think I'm a friend.
We could trust him. He's half numbers.
Bye.
Great to see you, Graham. Have a good one.
That was funny. That was a great character.
Very fun.
Very, very funny.
Love those revelations we have as a writing characters. We talk about this a lot. The revelations we've had.
How personally they are. So Graham's personal story is that he dresses like bad men.
Well, and yes, and I do think and maybe we have or haven't talked about this. The amount of characters we're writing for this show, or just in general, eventually, the barrier drops a little bit of the patterns emerge from what we're doing to show the true monster underneath. The true Arbuckle that lives underneath all of our
The
our
true
skin.
Arbuckle that lives under the belt but above the thighs.
Gross. You're really getting detailed on this sexual act that a drawing has been maybe doing.
Well, here's what's important. It might not be a drawing anymore because there's a movie coming out, and
yeah,
I think that movie could possibly answer a lot of questions that a lot of us have. I'm sorry, are you distracted right now, Justin?
My wife came in and was mad that I used her shirt in my character piece. It's a dress. It's not a shirt, it's a dress. And I had left it on the floor. I made a mistake.
Did you have a dress on?
No, it was like the top of a dress.
Oh.
Well, she loves this show. She loves it. She loves the whole thing.
Oh my God. I think we should just welcome out our next guest. What do you say?
Great idea. Yeah, I'll be back in like 10, 20, 50 minutes. No problem. See you guys.
Yeah.
This is great.
I have to go simp a little bit. In the meantime, we should welcome on our next guest.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this person. I haven't been to the doctor in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Not too long. Look at me. I'm falling apart.
Yeah, look at you. So I'm really excited to just see the doctor is in. Please welcome to the Rectangles, Dr. Chang.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You're awake. Don't try to move. I'm Dr. Chang, Mr. Adam Duritz. Adam, listen. Adam, you've been in an accident. Your band, the Counting Crows, was performing at a hot dog eating contest when a 50-pound neon sauerkraut sign fell on your dreadlocks. Adam, you're dying, and your family, they want to pull you off life support. But because you're awake, I need your consent. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you right now, so my first question is, do you understand everything I've said so far?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay, so you understand that I'm giving you the choice to end your own life.
Yeah.
And this choice is entirely your own.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any questions for me?
How much longer will it take to cure this?
It's not really something I can cure. Like I said, a 50-pound neon sauerkraut sign fell on your dreadlocks and set them in fire. And because your dreadlocks are mostly marijuana, everyone around you got high.
Yeah.
Adam, please don't do the hang loose gesture at me, okay? Be serious. This is a horrible reality, and I think you need to face it. Stop being a child, okay? Look, I know this is scary. You must be in incredible pain right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to do some tests to determine quality of life. Which of these cards is red and which of these cards is green?
I am colorblind.
Get out of here.
You know, that must have been really hard for you to admit that to me. All right, Adam, let's do a strength test. Can you hold this bag of feathers?
Yeah.
That's a great job, Adam. Very good. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting a page. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
Well, I guess you left me with some feathers in my hand.
Okay. Well, Adam, it's time to choose. Would you rather be alive and awake or dead and dreaming?
Dead and dreaming.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull the plug. All right, is there any last words you have?
What you fear in the night and the day comes to call anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Oh my God, what do you feel? That is
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh, man.
that is dumb
Really?
as fuck.
Oh, my God.
God.
It is very dumb.
Stevie, is saying what we're all thinking. Woody, I need this bit as a film sketch on the channel. Woody,
I wonder if it'll get flagged.
No, I'll make the pledge right now. If you film this thing, we'll put it on this week.
We could get Durrance.
We can get.
Yeah, we don't even need the audio cues. We just get him to replicate them live.
It's true, and also, what's that? Can you do that? How much longer will it take to cure this? Jorge?
How much longer will it take to cure this?
Which is a song off of.
I know. I'm Shrek, of course.
The Shrek song. It is
Yes.
a fan favorite Shrek.
Counting Crows coincidentally entered their worst phase of making music at the same time they joined the Shrek soundtrack.
Yeah.
For all
Meanwhile,
the
ironically, Smash Mouth was just rising to fame in the same way. They
It's
like
true.
passed each other on the way down and the way up, and they intersected at Shrek.
They passed. They literally like passed each other the joint on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That is so funny. The colorblind one is the one that got me.
I really like you left me holding this bag of feathers or these feathers in my hand. Yeah, that's so funny.
Let me
perhaps
throw-
the longest walk to get to get that ham sandwich.
How much Counting Crows music, especially different versions of tracks, did you have to listen to construct this character?
I literally YouTubed Counting Crows a cappella tracks, and whichever ones I could find, I built the sketch around that tech.
Oh, hilarious. Smart.
And while I was on YouTube, my favorite one was there's a music video for Big Yellow Taxi, and the top rated comment on that YouTube video was, "That pineapple sure can sing."
But one of these days, I'm gonna pull up all of our worst comments on our videos, and I'm gonna make us all read them. And
Yeah.
Oh God.
it'll be a real.
Sounds horrible.
What a nightmare.
That's fun. Like celebrities read mean tweets about themselves. You know what I mean? Same shit.
That's
we're
the
not
only reason that
celebrities.
works is because they're famous. That's the whole thing. It's mean, but
They
they're
don't
famous.
care. Yeah.
Right.
When it's just random people being mean to you, that's just like life. That's just normal
Right.
life. That's
Right.
like walking around in New York City.
Right. It's definitely not punching up if we read it about ourselves. We would just feel bad.
It would just be bad. Well, I'm doing it. So,
Okay.
where's the comment about mine being too woke? Oh yeah, what was that on?
Someone
Stevie,
said your bit was too woke. Was it?
it was something about woke PC, but it wasn't even like a woke bit. It was like my young adult dystopian character or something like. It was like they took a huge swing that didn't make any sense. It was very fun.
Woody, while we have you here and you're in character mode, we wanted to do a segment where we get a little. You have a ton of great videos on our YouTube channel, and we wanted to get a little behind the character, how you constructed your piece, because we've all like worked together for a long time, and I feel like your pieces, you are very meticulous about your pieces, and you take a long time to build them out how you just want them sort of perfectly finished.
Right. And in fact, that cat document for Eric is a perfect example. It's like,
yes,
I have to neurotically like.
Also, a
micromanage
perfect
everything.
example of Woody and I's relationship, because we worked together on a lot of pieces, and normally it's Woody bringing me something very polished and me being like, "Dude, I love you, but you have to stop."
Wow.
And I refuse to.
Yeah, and then that's it. So we probably should have told Jorge about this because it would be nice to maybe see a clip of this. But the piece in particular that we wanted to chat with you about was the undercover agent.
Oh yeah.
What's the title of that on the page?
The FBI agent. No, what is it? Chinese tour guide is secretly FBI agent. I think something like that.
Very interesting little piece. I know a little bit. I know a little bit about your story with the prop, which we'll get into in a second.
Mhm.
But oh yeah, so we just threw it up there. Characters Welcome just threw it up there. Yeah, take a look at that, folks. It's a really, really fun piece. Woody, what's the premise of that piece?
The premise of the bit is that I play like a Chinese tour guide that you always see like with the big red flag and the big backpack, like yelling at Chinese tourists, like, okay, everybody, like, and then he takes them into like the museum or whatever. And you see them everywhere in China, like constantly. It's just like buses of tourists. And then I was like, oh, it'd be funny if he's like basically like embodying every stereotype about being Chinese. And then he's actually like he code switches into being like a FBI agent. Like that's his cover, is that he has to like be super racist so no one, like, it's like this weird thing where like you're so loud, but like once you're like, oh, it's a Chinese tour guide, you like you just like tune out, right?
Yeah.
So
undercover in plain sight.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like a couple funny things about this. One is there's a certain point where you take there it is. That's a bit. My God, that picture out of context is literally you holding a red flag. That is
that's my Tinder profile picture.
There's a section of the thing where you, with a selfie stick, take a picture with the invisible people that are part of the sketch, but you actually take a selfie with the audience every time you bit, right?
Yeah.
So do you still have those? Do you have just like
I do. I have
pictures of audience members with you on stage?
What ended up happening is that like I have an old iPhone which like basically stopped working except for the camera. So I still use that as the bit camera. So on that one specifically, it's just like 30 pictures. But it's also like every time I do that bit, I'm paranoid about it working. So I'll take like a jillion self-test photos like before the actual bit.
Oh, that's so funny.
So it's just like this like completely like granular level like metadata of like each show that like
that's great. So there's like 7 photos of you looking like sort of stressed, and then 1 photo of you like super fun crowd of people. Yo, that's such a funny just little spread to run. That's great. Instagram.
It's like poorly lit backstage. It's grainy, and my face is like so like, do you work? I know I just checked you 3 seconds ago, but do you work? And then one of me on stage like, we're having fun, like Mazel Tov, and then like 2 weeks later, like, do you work? Fucking
God, that's so funny.
It's so funny. Tell us about if you don't mind spoiling it, the surprise prop at the end, because I think it's super fun, and the story around getting it and keeping it.
Oh my God.
And Jorge, if there's any way for you to grab a screen cap from the end, that would be awesome as well.
I wrote this in Characters Welcome with Hartney, and we were basically like, as we were writing, we're like, oh, like, well, he just basically is racist, and then he breaks it to like acknowledge that he's being racist, and then like does it again, and then on the third time, it's like, well, he has to be as loud and as Chinese as humanly possible, and we're like, how do we do that? How do we do that?
Chinese is incredibly Chinese.
I was like, do I set fireworks on stage? Not legal, can't do that. So then, I was like, what if I got like one of those Chinese lion dance, like the big red like lion dance thing that you see on New Year's? And he was like, well, that would be hilarious if you can get it. And literally I called, I don't know how to get, I was like, where do I get this? So I called my Chinese school that I went to as a kid, because I knew like we would have every year, we'd have like, they would perform. And I'm like, do you have a contact for someone? They're like, yeah, we have some dude in like deep Brooklyn. I called that guy and he was like, yeah, you can come. And then like, I went to like bumfuck Brooklyn to get it, and then like picked up this giant fucking thing, took it back on the train back, and I did that for Characters Welcome. And then the thing is, I did that, it did well. So then later when I had to do it for like JFL, I like all told went back and forth with this guy like 5 times. Like I went to him to pick up this thing 5 times. And then,
do we have
a
thing? It is huge, and so you're
It's
riding
so
the train with this like beautiful thing that you can't hurt it. You can't get it hurt either because
it's fragile. And then so I've done this like 5 times, and then finally, like when I did it for JFL, I was like, okay, this is the last time. And then the SNL showcase happened. I'm like, fuck, I need this again. So I did it for the SNL showcase, and then the guy that after like doing this is like the 5th time by this point, and the guy's like, you know what, just keep it. Like, come back
of answering
so many
door.
times. Just keep it. I'm like, okay, fine. And then I kept it, and then the showcase happened, and then like SNL didn't want me. So now it's like this in the corner of my room, the biggest prop that I'll never use again is sitting in my room, just like this giant albatross sitting there.
I don't know a damn thing about having a giant prop. Just kind of chilling offside.
Wait, is that a penguin? What is that thing?
I've got some puppets. I've got some puppets chilling, but mostly it's this dominate. My island is dominated by a singer.
I love that.
How much did you rent it from him every time? And how would he why would he give it to you for free?
All told, I probably spent about $400, $500 renting it.
Wow. That's probably what it cost.
Yeah, so he's like,
truly.
He was like, just give it to him.
And he gave it to me because he was like, he was like, in his own way, he was like, it's good that you're doing this for the culture. You know, like it's good that you're keeping the tradition of the Chinese lion dance alive. And I'm like, I don't know if you would agree if you saw what I was
Please don't
doing.
watch this piece.
Won't ever watch this piece.
That's so funny. Well, the video has gotten 325,000 views. The top comment,
Corinne still beats me.
Yeah, but it's up there. That's a great watch number. The top comment, liked over 9,000 times. I would watch a whole goddamn movie about FBI Special Agent Chang. So where is it? Where's that feature?
You remember when SNL used to make like insano movies based off of like fun characters? Yeah, I wonder. Superstar I think was the same thing. I think that would be a great thing for characters walking.
Oh my god, absolutely. I think I saw the comment. I started writing a short film about it, and I was like, "This is just the bit.
This is it."
You already saw it.
That didn't stop. That didn't stop McGruber. Okay, it shouldn't stop you.
Right.
All right.
He's right. Eric's right.
He's always right. Anyway, that was a section that we are calling loosely "Under the Wig."
Under the wig.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about.
Yeah, just sound off in the comments if that's something that you like or something you might want to see a little bit more of. We have so many people with so many different people with so many little personal stories about the characters that they write that that could be a podcast or something.
You know what my favorite, actually, Eric, one thing I love is that we talked about this one time, is what character actors say to themselves to help themselves up before they go on stage.
My favorite thing to talk about is what is your mantra?
Yeah.
When your pre-show routine, because mantra is one thing, but there's a lot of people do a bunch of weird shit before they go on stage.
Juggernaut does.
Yeah.
Anyway, so everyone has a different. Sorry, God.
Eric, you lost 5 viewers right there.
I'm so obviously doing something else. Everyone has a little mantra. A lot of people have little mantras that they say on stage. I'm obsessed with it. John Bander says historically, "Amateur hour is over." That's the thing that he says before he gets on stage.
I love that.
That's great.
Sarah Smallwood Parsons used to say, "You're a bad bitch. You're a bad bitch. You're a bad bitch," and then get on stage. And I think that my favorite of all is Legina Hill, who before she gets on stage takes a deep breath, sighs, and goes, "What if it works?"
Oh,
and I fucking love that.
Yeah. Beautiful. I feel like I need to adopt a new one. Careful Icarus.
Careful Icarus.
That's what you say.
I need to adopt that one. The shit that I have done on stage. Justin was going to coach a solo show for me one time, and he suggested that the name should be called Feats of Stupidity. And I was like, that's pretty damn good.
Here comes another feat of stupidity.
Here comes another one, dude. Here we go.
Very fun. We're fun people, and we're not slowly sliding over the edge. Let's welcome out our next performer. It's time for our final performer.
Ooh.
I'm so excited.
Very excited. We all know this person. We all needed this person at one point in our life. Please welcome out a noble second grade teacher.
Whoa!
Hello, everyone. I am your new second grade teacher. This is actually my first teaching gig because I was banned from all the casinos. But I'm really good at numbers, so this is going to be great. You know what? Before I get started, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the clock so that your sense of time is gone. There, that's much better. All right, so it looks like we are studying addition and subtraction. Great. Well, who can tell me what is 12 plus 10? Tommy, I see you know the answer. Great. How sure are you? Very sure. Okay. Give me your lunch money. You'll get it right back if you get the answer correct. Just give me your lunch money and answer the question. All right. You think 12 plus 10 is 22. Okay. Anyone else? You all think it's 22. No, 12 plus 10 is not 22. It is called going bust. It is the end of the blackjack table. Final hand. It is my pride, my joy, and all of my money. And it's not just the 10. Oh no, it is the jack, the queen, the king. All of the royals can ruin your blackjack life. So, Tommy, I'm afraid I'm going to have to keep this one day. Why don't we move on? It looks like we are now moving on to subtraction. Who can tell me what is 10 minus 15? Before you all answer, I'm going to ask you to ante up your bets. No, I'm not talking about potato chips. You know what? Go ahead and just put your backpacks on the table. All right, great. So, 10 minus 15. None of you know the answer? Well, you've already made your bet, so you might as well just tell me. Oh, you think it's impossible, 10 minus 15, because this is a bigger number? Well, it's not impossible. It's actually called going into debt. That's right. They took my house, my car, and yes, even one of my children. And now I live this life with crippling debt, always wondering if the Moldovan mob is behind me. I once had the glory days of the sparkling casinos, and now I'm always looking behind. I know I shouldn't have gotten involved with them, but what was I supposed to do? I had the winning hand. I had kings in my pocket. How was I supposed to know that he had aces? He had aces. He slow played me, and now my life is ruined. So 10 minus 15, my friends, I tell you, that is called ruining your life. All right. Okay. We are now moving on to the word problems. This is going to be fun. Okay. We have 3 horses running down a track. The first one is standing. The second one has a bum leg. And the third one is named Alfred. Who wins? Oh, I've got Julie who's voting for the new one. Oh, I've got 5 of you who want to vote for the new one. All right, well, what do you want to wager? You don't have any money left? Okay, well, let's make things interesting. You get this right? You get an A in my class. You get it wrong, and you fail the class. You don't want to bet? You're scared? Well, you're all a bunch of cowards. Here I am trying to teach you life lessons, and you are afraid. Don't you know that you never walk away from the chalkboard when it's hot? Didn't anyone? I am what some might call the greatest counter of all living, and I am trying to teach you, and you little shits don't want to learn anything. Well, guess what? You're all failing my class. That's right, you are. You know what? Actually, now that I think about it, since we've all failed the class, anyone want to play some blackjack?
Yes. Oh, so funny.
And think of us, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Was the money you took? Was that euros?
No, I'm in Canada. These were Canadian bucks.
Yes, I thought it was Canadian.
I wasn't
bucks.
sure if people would be able to tell.
And Woody historically never lets anything slide.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where
I was like,
in
that's
Canada?
not American money.
I'm in Vancouver.
Vancouver, very
Yeah,
nice.
I came up here just before the pandemic to stay for like 2 or 3 months. Left all my stuff in storage in Los Angeles, and now I paid a fortune in storage for 2 years.
Oh my
shit,
God.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now do you live in Vancouver? Or
I was
are you
about
gonna
to
go
say.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. Like, people ask me, and I'm like, I still have a US phone number, and then I just like got this like, you know, prepaid Canadian number because I'm like, I guess I need a local number. I'm here. I'm a dual citizen, so I'm just sort of like, this free healthcare stuff is pretty good.
Not bad.
So now I'm like, I don't know. Should I just, I don't know, hang out? So yeah. Anyway, I'm here.
Holy,
That's awesome.
Well, how long were you living in LA?
Actually, I was only there a year and a half.
So you live in Canada.
Right?
Vancouver.
I live in but I've never lived in Canada before, so I'm like, do I live in Canada now? Like this is my first. Now I guess I'm a Canadian. I don't know.
So what did you move there with anybody else, by yourself?
No. I was in LA, and I had just heard that like Vancouver is an easier place to break into TV and film. So I was like, because they film a whole bunch of American shows up here. So I was like, let me just go for a few months, check it out.
Oh my
and
God,
then here I am.
Oh my God. Now your entire life is built around Vancouver.
Yeah. And I have like 3 friends. So I had 4, but one of them moved back home.
Honestly, 3 friends in 2 years in adulthood, not bad.
Yeah, we're not winning over here.
So what have you been doing up there? Have you been working? Are you doing shows? What's happening?
So I'm on A Million Little Things, the ABC show. Yay. Thanks. And then I host these online poker shows. They're online poker games, hence why all this gambling obsession. So that's like tell a few jokes, host some games. That's really fun. And then I started doing I guess last year I was making all these sketch videos, and the comedy host of the Indian political satire show, he saw them and he was like, hey, do you want to be on the show? So I was like making sketch videos for the Indian, I guess, SNL Daily Show type of thing.
Holy shit. You're an international celebrity.
Yeah, except it's all in this bedroom and my life hasn't changed. Indian nightlife, yes.
That's amazing. Good for you. That's you're doing so much good stuff. That's great.
I mean, it's what happens when you don't have friends.
Oh, that's why
me. I'm trying to cut them out of my life so I can get more done.
Yeah, it's so hard. I'm just so well beloved by so many. That's why the industry has shunned me. Do you play? So you host a poker night. This is a character about gambling. Are you a serious blackjack player?
So I love craps. When I was in college, I used to play blackjack online, and I was like quite into it, and I got everyone in my class into it. But yeah, craps though is like my favorite, and I haven't obviously been able to play it because the whole thing about it is it's social and you're like with the whole table, but there's a pandemic and it just doesn't happen in these times.
Online craps is no fun, but craps.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would be. Someone asked me about it, and I was like, "But then you don't get to talk to people. That's the whole point." I always play like different. Every time I would go to Vegas, I would like be a different character at a different table. I don't know. Good times.
Wow.
Because I'm crazy too.
This to me is. I have never met I've met a lot of people that are like, I'm a comedian and this, and I'm a comedian. I've never met like a comedian gambler before. This is so interesting to me.
Well, let me say,
and they feed into each other. They
you're all these addictions.
I know a lot of comedy gamblers, and it is very fun. One time, my wife and I were with another couple on the craps table. My wife rolled for 45 minutes. There were dudes at the other end of the table throwing like $25 chips at her.
Oh my God.
Kept hitting. It was crazy.
It
was truly so fun. It's magic, and it's the most. Not to call gambling like good, but it's the most positive game because you're sort of rooting for everybody. It's
communal.
Yeah, it's a blast.
I think craps is just so much fun. It's team building.
Yeah, team building. You got to have a good amount of money though, because you can lose it pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's the only issue with it is
we have a lot of younger fans that watch this show, so I think that it's important that they know, as soon as you're allowed inside those buildings, get on the craps table.
Get in there.
Yes.
Nothing people play craps like more than a child coming up and throwing the dice.
Wow. Great. So we could see you on TV literally tonight. You're doing
literally
great.
tonight.
Do you have anything else? Anything else you want to promote? Anything else exciting going on?
I am doing my first stand-up show in a year and a half this week, but you probably won't be there because it's in Vancouver. But any tips for like that first time on stage? post anyone?
Let me
been on-
answer.
Tell
I'll
me.
answer that with a question. Do you, in the pre-times, did you have a mantra before you came on stage?
I heard you guys talking about this mantra, and I was literally like, "What did I used to say?" And I'm like, I think I was just like, "Have fun," which is so lame. Come on, tell me something cooler. What else should I do?
I did this commercial where it was like 4 a.m. It was like a night shoot. It was terrible, and we had to pretend to be man on the streets for this thing. And this one kid, this like Latin kid from the Bronx, right before he left to go outside to do it, all of us were like waiting in the van. He's like before he opens the door, he steals himself up and he goes, "Let's get this money." And then he goes out.
Secure the bag. Yes.
There it is.
There,
Okay.
that's
Get this money.
So let's
All
get
right.
this money.
Let's get
Okay,
this money.
I might steal it on Thursday. Who knows?
We'll see if it
That's.
works.
I mean, we've got some Canadian viewers on this show, so
Yeah, let's
Oh
get
my
these
goodness.
loonies.
Vancouver.
Let's get these Canadian loonies.
Okay,
the
yeah,
toonies.
that's what they look like.
Look at that. Well, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on all your successes, and congratulations
So cool.
on living in Vancouver.
Thank you.
Healthcare.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
See ya. Thanks so
Great
much.
to meet
guys.
you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Oh, that was really fun.
So
Holy
cool.
shit. That was
Love
so
it.
much fun. Folks, that is our show. Can you believe it? 5 performers. We still managed to pop in at a $110. Not bad.
We're doing it. Real quick before we go, hit us up on our Venmo, Characters Welcome, Business Venmo. Throw us that cash. We will say your name on this very show. Shout out to Balya Yansane, who threw us some cash. Very nice.
Whoa! Thanks, buddy. Very, very nice of you. Fan
Very
of the show. What a great
Friend of
guy.
the show.
Thank you very much. That also means, sadly, that comedy is now over for the night. So take all those yucks that you had saved for later, put them in your pocket, head to bed, and sleep with a frown on your face. No more laughing.
Wow. That's a
Didn't
good
know how that
message.
sentence was going to end.
But save them up, put them in your pocket, and then wear the same pants next Wednesday evening. And when you come back to the next week's show, Wednesday at 8.
It'd be great.
EST.
Jorge, pop in real quick. Jorge, thank you for doing so much tech today. We leaned on you heavy. We leaned on you heavy.
You can always
really
lean on me.
appreciate you. It's true. I always
very
lean on
strong.
you.
We will.
Very strong.
It's also Jorge is the best mic'd person on the off chance that he might appear on the show. He's like the best, sounds the best out of all of us.
Plus, he's got this voice, this magic voice. This guy.
Stop it. I'm blushing.
Listen to
Also,
that.
I've been drinking
It's
bourbon,
so
so like my
smooth.
face
His
is very
voice-
red.
His voice is honey.
It's as smooth as this American honey whiskey.
Wow, look at it.
I want to buy
Cheers
some
to
now.
that,
I don't know
Jorge.
why. I just
Somebody,
want to buy some.
please hire me.
Yeah.
Copy.
If you
Please.
like to travel as much as I do, you're gonna love this
You're gonna
American honey whiskey.
Not available in Vancouver, Canada.
Wow.
It's for freedom and people who enjoy freedom.
Wake up drunk
Unfortunately,
and
true.
drink yourself sober with this American honey whiskey.
With this American honey. That's actually the sound John Arbuckle makes when we sell it.
Great. We've certainly eaten. Folks, we have used the entire buffalo tonight. That's all we got. We will see you next week. Good night. Shouts to Woody
Good
for
night.
hosting with us. Later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.